Welcome back to Talk of the Town. And I have with me today Sean Reymann from Restaurant Design and Development. And I think a lot of times people are thinking about starting a restaurant. And I know, Sean, that there is like a 25% failure rate in restaurants alone of small businesses. That's a huge percentage, at least in the first year.
Absolutely. A lot of it is poor planning, not knowing where they're going, just thinking about, well, good, we're going to have space, I got an idea, let's make some food and sell it to the public. It's not exactly that easy.
Yeah, no, it's not that easy, is it? And so if somebody is thinking about it, how do they begin? Where do they begin, and how do they begin with you?
Well, basically, people call us for two reasons. Number one, they either are an existing restaurateur and they want additional locations, okay, or they have an idea. Someone maybe like yourself that's not in food service that says, look, I really would like to open this type of a cafe. Okay, well, what makes it unique? Okay, so then we got to take our concept and give it some validity. Take it from a concept, make it real, make a business plan, and figure out how we're going to get from our idea to opening the doors on a new restaurant. Okay, and what we do at Restaurant Design and Development is we help you with all those steps along the way. Okay, because building a restaurant, food service is just not commercial construction. Okay, it's food service construction, and it's a whole nother animal.
So architecture is part of it, general contracting is part of it, but there's actually, you kind of solidify everything. You're kind of at the pinnacle, and everything else is below you, correct, as far as the design and development of it?
Well, we like to be the project manager, where we'll take on the concept, and we actually have in-house architects, and we will lay the space out from an efficiency standpoint, from a cost-benefit standpoint, and try to make sure that it makes sense, and try to come in within a reasonable budget for you. Okay, then we take that and we'll build it out. Okay, you build it out, and then you have equipment installation. You get that all done. You get your construction project completed. Then you have the operation. Maybe you have a background, maybe you don't. Again, you're going to rely back on your business plan, and that's going to kind of guide you. It's going to give you milestones, targets to hit for sales and marketing and cost controls, things like that.
So you actually encompass all of that.
Our company does everything from A to Z. Okay. We have a brochure that basically lists out different things that are important things to consider when you're building a restaurant. You don't have to come to us for all of them. You can, or you can pick and choose and say, okay, I need
like
this.
Like a menu.
Like a menu in a restaurant.
Like a restaurant menu.
You don't order everything on a menu. You just pick and choose what you need or want to help your mission. Your mission is to get a place done and open. Basically speaking, if you can put some of these items together under our umbrella, it's easier for you to do business. It's easier for us to do business. Okay, it'll streamline the process because we know how all the players interact, and we know how to introduce player A with player B, and when they can overlap and shorten your build-out process. It's easier for you because you don't have multiple people to refer to figure out who's doing what, when, and all those kind of things, and try to juggle it all. Your ideas, you got many other things to worry about rather than try to put this together. You're working on your menu, you're working on your recipe, you're working on your marketing ideas. Those kind of ideas, those are the things you're working on now. You don't need to be consumed with, well, did the plumber show up, or when do I hang the light fixtures, or when do I put the tile and the carpet down?
And I would imagine because you take care of all the aspects that you can contain some of the costs of the actual build-out.
Actually, that's a good point. More of these things that we can put together, we call it bundling of services. You pick 2 or 3 things. If you go to vendor A for your blueprints, vendor B for your construction, vendor C for maybe your interior, and vendor D for equipment. You're paying their rates, just whatever their stock price is. But if you can put 2 or 3 of these things together and bundle them, well, there's volume and there's purchasing power in that. Okay, we don't have to go 100% of the rate. We can go like 85%. So you can discount it, and that way there's peace of mind for you. It's a little savings for you. You've got really one point of contact, and that's our company, whether it's me or one of my assistants, okay, and it makes your life easier because we know how all the players interact, and you don't have to worry and stress about that.
From concept to completion, how long should it actually take for someone to, I guess, open the business? What are time frames on things like that?
Okay, in today's economy, it's been bad in the past couple of years.
Sure.
Okay, so there's a lot of real estate available out there. Okay, that either is existing as a restaurant or was previous use as a restaurant, and there are hard costs that are put into a space for any commercial project, especially restaurants. You've got heating and ventilating, you've got plumbing requirements, electrical, stuff like that. Those things are fixed in the building. When one person goes out of business or closes up, they can't take them away. So the next guy coming in doesn't have to sink all of that money into it. They can, change it a little bit to accommodate them, but for the most part, the meat and potatoes, the framework is there. Okay? So the second guy can come in, it's cheaper and quicker. Okay? So you say, how long does it take? I've helped people open up in 2 weeks, and I've helped open up people and it takes a year. It just depends if you're starting from scratch, building a building from the ground up, or if you're going into a retail center, that's a savings because you don't have to build the building. It's already there. You're just doing the upfit on the interior. Or if you're assuming a property that already was a restaurant. I've had people that I've worked with in the past that I had them open in 2 weeks. All we did was change out light fixtures. We put some paint on the wall, turned on the utilities, brought some food in.
What about a business that may be failing? Can you help a business like that?
Absolutely. A lot of times you get too caught up in the moment and running your business. It takes an educated third party, another set of eyes, to look in on your operation and say, okay, well, there's a lot of waste in the food here, or there's a lot of indirect labor going on here. What if we do some kind of what we call schedule maintenance and kind of stagger your help in and out? That's going to cut down on your labor cost.
Sean, what your services have to offer is amazing, and I think it's a great service. I think it's a great business, and I wish you much luck with it. And come back and give us some updates on some restaurants you've put up in town. Okay?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks so much. And we thank you so much today for tuning in to Talk of the Town.